Good morning. Today we are taking up Virginia Woolf, and her time period is 1882 to 1941. Virginia Woolf is an English writer and is one of the most important modernist 20th century author. She is also a pioneer in the use of stream of consciousness as a narrative device. As you know, she was born in 1882 in South Kensington in an affluent household. The boys of the family went to the college for their higher studies, while the girls were homeschooled in English classics and Victorian literature. The Stephen family used a summer home in St. Ives, Cornwall, and this has influenced Virginia Woolf's life because it is here that in 1890 she saw Godrev's lighthouse, which then became an integral part of her novel To the Lighthouse that she wrote in 1927. In 1895, her mother died, and after 2 years, she suffered mental breakdown. In 1897, she went to King's College London to study classics and history. She was influenced by women rights movement and reforms of women higher education over there. She was fortunate to have free access to her father's library, as well as she had a great exposure as she was open to views and opinions of her Cambridge educated brothers and his friends. In 1900, she began writing after her father's motivation, but her father died in 1904 and was followed with her another mental breakdown. After the death of her father, the Stephen family shifted to Bloomsbury, a bohemian place, and adapted a free spirited lifestyle. She, along with her Cambridge educated brothers and their intellectual friends, formed a literary group called Bloomsbury Group. In 1912, she married Leonard Woolf, and in 1917 began a Hogarth Press where most of her work got published. In 1915, she published her first novel, The Voyage Out. In 1925, Mrs. Dalloway. In 1927, To the Lighthouse. In 1928, Orlando. In 1929, collected essays, which included A Room of One's Own. Her works have been translated into more than 50 languages. She has been the subject of plays, novels, and films. Her full name was Adeline Virginia Stephen. Adeline was her mother's eldest sister, Adeline Maria Jackson, But she died in 1881, and the family never used Virginia's first name. She was troubled by her mental illness throughout her life. Several times she underwent treatment. She also tried to commit suicide, not once but twice. She was suffering from bipolar disease for which there was no effective remedy at that time. Unfortunately, at the age of 59 in 1941, she died by drowning herself in the river Luz at Lewes. This is all for today. Thank you.